Deep inside one of the most populated slums in Nairobi is a story that few are probably aware of. This is Korogocho, population more than 150,000, with just 2 government schools accommodating more than 4,000 pupils. That raises the question, where do all the other children get their education from? After years of attempting to get the government to increase the number of schools failed, parents and determined teachers decided to establish informal schools, supported fully by well-wishers and the parents themselves. And so children who previously stayed home found somewhere to learn, the conditions of learning bad as they are notwithstanding. But with poor sanitation in the slums, not many children could survive the harsh reality of schooling in the informal centers. That's when she came in, Osnat Keida, a visiting scholar from Israel. Perturbed by the wanting conditions, her heart went out for these pupils, all from very poor background, living in worse conditions than the schooling. At home it's even worse, and after a thorough research, Osnat says she found out many pupils stayed out of school due to diseases that could be prevented.
In the slums, the needs are huge. They are much bigger than the needs outside of the slums. If we look at the mortality rate of children under 5 living in the slums, it's 4 times higher than outside of the slums.
And so that is how she began. She took 11 schools in the area under her wings, 2 of those the only government schools in the area, and with the help of donors, she settled for improving hygiene.
She taught us how to wash hands, and not only washing hands, even cleaning the classrooms and outside. We have really appreciated. And all these things you are seeing here, we have kuna drum ya maji na pia pale kuna taps.
This is Grogan Informal School, one of the school Osnat has rehabilitated. A water tank and watering points were put in the school.
Lakini shida imekuwa ni maji, na tukipata maji hata kwa manyumba zetu tunaweza furahi juu inafika wakati watu wanakuwa wachafu, na ndio maana huku kwetu kuchafu juu maji ni shida sana.
However, this school is yet to be connected to the city council water supply, so the school has introduced small watering points accessible to all pupils.
Vile tumewekewa hizi tanks, anytime ata connect na city council, maji itakuwa inaingia hapa kila wakati na tutakuwa neat. Kama saa hizi mimi ni mchafu, si kwa kupenda, ni vile maji imekosa na tunanunua maji mtungi mmoja maybe shilingi 5, na hiyo shilingi 5 kupata ni shida.
The situation is replicated in all schools she is involved in. However, in some schools, as much as hygiene has improved, the learning facility remains a challenge. And with 450 pupils and 12 teachers, this is about the only space available for these pupils and teachers, which means at any one point, if everyone leaves the classroom, no one can move along these corridors. The slum dwellers here admit it's a life-changing experience. Lesson learned in school is carried at home, and it's all in practice.
We are planning to upscale or to scale up the program to 2 more schools every year in Korogocho and in our comparison slum, which is Viwandani, and we didn't get the intervention yet there, so we want to start helping that community as well.
Education remains the major challenge for these people, and an individual can only do so much. But one thing that is clear, a new lease of life has been injected into these pupils who would have otherwise been locked out by the education system. Ken Mijungu, Eyewitness News, Korogocho Slums, Kariobangi, Nairobi.